And here we go. Welcome to 2025. And it is great to be here. No other place I'd rather be than talking to Jenn Womble. How are you today?
I'm great. Thank you. I'm so pumped up after that intro. I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Thank you.
That
Ken is going to be speaking. I mean, all those people were exciting, and it's just great to be back together again. That's what we need.
Yes, and as the calendar turned, FETC is upon us in no time. I mean, it is going to be here in less than a week for some people, and it is incredibly exciting. And I know for you, this is a year's work coming together in 4 days. And for those who don't know, this is Jennifer Womble, the conference chair of FETC. We are thrilled to kick off the Stronger Together podcast, hearing from you and all the great things that are coming to FETC. So is there anything you want to start with? You're just like, here we go. Tell us a little preview before we get into my questions.
Oh, yeah. I'm so excited this year. We have a lot of great things that we have designed intentionally to really personalize the experience for attendees, and then also to bring a lot of value for attendees. And so I'm super excited. There's lots of new things I can't wait to talk about. And then also, of course, we're a little bit earlier this year, which is making it exciting because people can come back and, really kick off the semester refreshed and invigorated. So I'm super excited to share all kinds of inside scoop on what's going to be happening in the next week.
Absolutely. And, one of the I always say FETC is my favorite event of the year for so many reasons, besides your support over the years and your vision. I've seen it grow. And one of the things that I'm so impressed with as someone who's been in different roles as a district leader, as a school leader, as an ed tech coach, and kind of bounce between them, is that one of the things that FETC offers is all of these different tracks, from classroom leaders to coaches to district leaders, esports. It goes on. Look at how many tracks are there. 4 days worth of learning from school leaders. So what was your thought process being very clear, like here's some tracks for you, but expanding over the years?
No, well, we really want attendees to get value from an event that they go to. And we know that the personal attention and personalized, you should come in there with a personalized goal. You should know when you come to FETC what you're looking for, what you want to learn, what you want your students to achieve. So in order to do that, we have a huge program. Of course, there's workshops, there's sessions, there's leadership roundtables, there's all kinds of things to attend. But to help attendees really narrow their focus, find their people, find their network, as well as be able to find the content that fits their needs, we have broken it up into tracks that meet the roles of different people on campus. So yes, there are 8 tracks. It's based on role. So it starts with district leaders, there's school leaders, there's IT leaders, we have media specialists and library leaders. We've got inclusive leaders. We're really excited this year. Our brand new track is esports leaders.
Wow.
So you can select from those tracks, along with classroom leaders, of course, and select the content that's interested to you. You can filter it that way. You can look at the speakers and really get an idea if this content is meeting your needs. So it's really strategic. We're very intentional about where content is placed. And these tracks are really important for attendees. We also start off the event on Wednesday morning with an orientation where you get to network and meet people on this track that will be with you throughout the conference. So we're trying to build community as well as building your knowledge and the impact that you're going to have when you get back to schools.
Yeah, and I think for me, in meeting so many different individuals, I love learning from other folks. As someone who is a district leader, I don't know necessarily what the classroom leaders need, but yeah, I have to support that. So going to those sessions for me, I learn that, as well as collaborating with district leaders as well on what's working. How have you seen this work? So I've always appreciated that. It is something I found incredibly valuable about the event. And one of the things that you said, so I want to jump right in it. You said, oh, you can search for that. Well, this year, and I've used it a ton, on the website, you can search for all those different tracks, all of the different speakers. And we're going to talk about the search field next, but what thought did you have? Like, let's make this easy for folks.
Absolutely. So we've all been to events where it's overwhelming when you walk in, right? And you don't know where to begin, or you're just like, oh, I heard this was good, or I heard that's great. We want people to go ahead now. We've already have the mobile app up. We already have the My Planner up. Because everyone comes to the event BYOD, you can use the version on the laptop or tablet, right? You can go to the FETC webpage and go to My Planner, build your schedule, and that syncs with your mobile app. So we want you to search for the things that meet your needs. So like you saw there, you can search by speaker, you can search by topic, but then even in the search bar, you can search by keyword. So if
Wow.
for school safety, if you're looking for personalized PD, if you're looking to learn Canva, whatever it is you're looking to do or learn, you can search that by keyword and it will search all the titles and descriptions and give you a personalized list by day. So you can have it sorted by day as well. So when you're there, who you want to see, what content. So we're really trying to help attendees be intentional in their learning, and make sure that they have a really great experience and build in some reflection time too. So we do some things like on Wednesday for 3 hours, we have an expo hall time with a
Oh,
reception.
excellent.
It's just dedicated to that, right? To just exploring the expo hall. On Thursday, we offer lunch for all the attendees. So in the middle of the day, we stop content. We give everybody a lunch pass, and everybody goes on the expo and can reflect and talk to each other about their learning. So we're really trying to build in the things in professional development that we know are what makes good energy, what makes good professional learning happen into a big conference, which is not always easy, but we're trying to build that community and find the content for you at the same time. So
Yeah.
hopefully that's helping. I love the search feature myself too. I'm use it all the time.
I love it. In the website below, if you type that in, it'll go right to that screen that I showed you. And you talked about the search feature because for someone like me, I'm going to learn a few specific things that I know are in my action plan this year. And I showed the filter side of it, but there's a search side on the left there.
Mm-hmm.
And if individuals go there, as you shared, they can get to directly to sessions or content that relates to them.
A perfect example. I just had a superintendent call me this week and say, we want to start a podcast at our school. Do you have content? And I said, absolutely. Let me show you where to find it. So he just typed in podcast and he saw all the sessions about how to do podcasting. Then he went to the vendor page and did the same thing. He searched the list of vendors for who offered podcasting equipment. So we're really trying to put the information there, make it easy to find, and not so quite overwhelming. So you can have more fun and enjoy and spend time meeting people, and networking, as well as getting the content that you need.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the things that you shared before is that it's continuing to evolve and you're adding things, you're listening to the field, you're seeing what's out there and you're adding new features. Now, I know one of them is the strengthening school and safety for K-12 leaders,
Yes.
but share with us some of the things that are new this year.
Absolutely. So that is one of our really exciting new things is that on pre-conference day, which is January 14th, we host 8 different summits. And those summits are available to anyone with a session pass or an all access pass. So whether you're an IT leader, if you need executive training, if you are inclusive leaders, we have all these summits that are there for half-day learning opportunities. So one of the ones we've been asked by many districts around the country is we need to better understand the technologies that go into school safety, not just cybersecurity, because we've got a lot of sessions covering cybersecurity. Sure. And technology safety, but also physical safety, because there are now biometric systems and gate systems and cameras, and there's all these really sophisticated things, because at the end of the day, our number one priority is to keep children safe. And so we're hosting, it's actually the facilities safety technology conference. So we're really excited about that. There's amazing speakers, experts from the field. So this is the year, although we always knew that we had the largest amount of strategic decision makers at the event. I was going through the list the other day, and it's interesting because we have chief technology officers, but we also have chief beliefs officers. So what's really amazing is that the whole community is what it takes to make education work. And so we're bringing together lots of these communities. So that's really exciting. And I'm excited that's on pre-conference day. There's also going to be a new expo hall tour of just safety and security technologies, which is cool. Rand Dennis will be doing. Also new, as I just said, esports has its own track. Esports is growing and growing and taking over. So it has its own track this year, which is really amazing. We have amazing featured speakers in that track as well, from the field who have lots to share. And then also we listen to attendees every year, every comment you give us on the app and on the survey. And so people wanted posters back. They wanted their posters back. So posters are back this year and they're by theme. So there's a poster with just IT issues. There's posters on personalized learning, posters on IT agents. So we have lots of very specific themes around the posters this year. So posters are back, and leadership roundtables, which people ask for year after year. Small group setting of conversations. We have 10 of those as well. So really any type of learning. If you like a big room full of people, that we've got
Mhm.
that for you. But if you like small one-on-one learning and you want to get more information deep, we've got that as well. So I'm really excited. And you're right. We're always listening to the attendees to try to make the event better and better every year.
It's really impressive because you think about, oh, we give suggestions to these big organizations, and once in a while it happens. I've seen the evolution of time over time, and I think it's incredible. And a lot of things that Jen was talking about, if you again go to the website under the program feature, you'll see all the different things. It is incredibly easy to find what you're looking for. Besides the search and filter program that we showed you, make sure to go to the program site. You see all of these different areas. Now, one of the things that you mentioned that I wanted to kind of talk about, because it is kind of two different entries. You talked about a special day just for the pre-conference.
Yes.
So on Tuesday, there's multiple summits that individuals can go to. So can you talk about the differences between the Tuesday and the rest of the
Yeah.
event?
So Tuesday is pre-conference day. So it's also very popular because there's so much content that can be learned on that day. For people who buy a workshop all access pass, there's 137 workshops that day. So you can select to go to up to 4 in that day. So they're 2-hour workshops. So that's really exciting. Then we offer 8 different activities that you can go to if you have a sessions pass. So if you're an IT leader, we have an amazing IT summit. Cheryl and her crew are doing, and they're actually giving a copy of their book out this year,
Oh, that's
which is
amazing.
really exciting at the event. There's an executive summit for district level folks in partnership with Future Ready Schools. We do a media specialist library leaders event. Shannon Miller and Bill Bass, they do an amazing job organizing that in partnership with Future Ready Schools as well. This year we have an inclusive summit in partnership with CAST. So this is an area that assistive technology is something that everybody needs to learn, everybody needs to know about. So they are hosting a special summit this year, which is awesome. We have 2 versions of cybersecurity training that day. Cyber.org is our partner that hosts those trainings that anyone can attend as well. And then, of course, Computer Science Fire Hose, which is a group of 20 sessions just on computer science in the afternoon, which is amazing. And then we have our Mobile Mega Share, which is a fan favorite, where people get to go to 3 different presentations in the afternoon in these 2 huge rooms where there's a lot of sharing going on. But as we know, there's a lot of exciting things happening in EdTech. This is probably going to be one of the most revolutionary years to come, not just with artificial intelligence, but there are some amazing tools that are really making teaching and learning more effective and a little bit more efficient. So there's so much to learn right now. I know districts are sending whole teams of people this year because they need to learn all the tools and all the updates and then bring it back to their faculty, and really share that wealth. So we offer a lot to do on Tuesday. Plus, we did announce, but Guy Kawasaki, who's our opening keynote on Wednesday, is giving away 3,000 books.
Amazing.
So the first people with their session registration to check in, those first 3,000 are going to get a copy of the book, which is amazing. And we're thrilled for that opening session on Wednesday. And if you don't follow his podcast, it is Be Remarkable, and it is amazing. So definitely put that on your list to listen to.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to that as well. And, Tuesday's going to be such a fun-filled day, and I'm going to be there with Identity Automation and Jamie Donnelly, and we're going to be podcasting live right from the floor, filling you in on all the great information. I'd love to be a part of it and just feel like things are happening. And one of the things that you brought up that I wanted to dive back into is how revolutionary this is, and all the great new tools that are coming. And you have what is an amazing expo hall. So share some of the things that are highlights for this year in the expo hall.
So the expo hall is one of my all-time favorites, and we're really trying to help attendees be more intentional about taking advantage of this opportunity because there's 460 companies that are there.
Wow.
So a lot of people have different goals when they reach. They want to learn about new products. A lot of people want to come and learn the updates for things they already have.
Sure.
Build relationships with the companies that they work with a lot. Give feedback. A lot of our startups in the Startup Alley are looking for schools to pilot with them. They want to do pilots in schools to gather research and data. So there's a lot of ways to approach it. So the expo hall will be open Wednesday through Friday. It seems like a lot of time, but it goes really fast when you're trying to cover this much territory and these many companies. We also offer 10 different expo hall tours. So several of our featured speakers will offer tours where they pick out their 10 favorite booths or companies to go to, and you can meet them. This year you'll meet at the community EDU area, and then follow along. They'll walk you to their 10 favorite booths and show them what you like and what they're interested in this year. So that's a really fun way to get to know a lot of companies, and not maybe if you haven't done as much research yet or you're not sure where to start. So we teach people at Role Model how to talk to people at the booth, how to get information, how
Sure.
to get updates from them, how to, it's more than just scanning your badge. It's about building relationships with companies that have products that are really designed to help make schools better. So those conversations are really essential, and we're really proud to host such a large floor. There's also 4 theaters on the floor,
Oh,
so
wow.
you can get content there as well. And the Expo Pass is always free. So we value educators' time, especially our local educators. So you can visit the Expo Hall for free. You just register for an Expo only pass, but you do get content. There's theaters, there's leadership roundtables, there's posters, and there's also Pitch Fest. So on Thursday this year, we have I think it's 60 startups who are competing to be the best new product on the market this year. So that's really exciting too.
Yeah, and I think one of the things I have found valuable in the Expo Hall, just like you were saying, you listen and read to all the feedback. There's been a lot of companies who I've gone to and said, here's what I need, but it doesn't fit what you have, but I like your platform. They've
Mhm.
customized their work and their platform to meet our needs. And it's also a way, as you said, to pilot some things. When I love the FETC falls in January. So
Yeah.
it's before the budget season. So I can
Yeah.
try a few products out for a couple months before I dive into a year or 3-year contract. And one thing I also enjoy, I want you to just touch on, is I have seen again over the years, there's been more presentations in the vendor hall where
Yeah.
speakers go and share something in their short, like, 10-15 minute
Mhm.
presentations of a specific app of, I've started with, when Flip, and then,
Yeah.
Book Creator and Canva. I see a lot of presentations happening in the vendor floor. What made you go in that direction? Move them
Yeah.
in
So
there.
no, it's really good. Those are shorter. They're only 30-minute presentations. There's an esports theater. There's an innovation hub. There's an emerging technology theater with cutting edge products. And then there's also an IT theater. So these theaters are designed to give you a quick snippet of information. And really, what the whole goal and the mission of our event is to implement technology in school districts. So you need to see and be exposed to as much of these products as possible. So by having these short bursts, like really kind of quick presentations, it enables you to get a little bit of information and then go to the booth or go to another session and make a deeper dive. So we're really trying to connect the content to the companies that are present. And really, it's, as you know, and I think this is probably it's one of my favorite Maxwell quotes, but it's all relationships 101,
Yeah.
like building relationships with these companies, seeing how their products can help, giving them feedback, and then seeing what really works for your students. Every single district is different. They all need to be personalized, just like every student needs that kind of personal attention. So that the companies need that feedback. They can't be everywhere all the time, right? There's 3
Right.
million teachers in America, but they want your feedback too. So it's really essential that we have those two-way conversations. So we're presenting, but then we're also following up with content, and then of course visiting their booths and learning more about. And you're exactly right. FETC will always be in January because it's before district budgets are due, typically in February, March. And I will also say a lot of companies are launching brand new products. So you're going to see some brand new to market products that are really exciting too, that you can take advantage of by learning about them at FETC.
I like it. I'm going to put this schedule back up because there's a few things on there I wanted to talk about. I see food on there, pizza. I see a reception. So tell a little bit about what's going on Wednesday, afternoon, Friday closing. You've also incorporated some social aspects in there.
Absolutely, absolutely. That which is learned in fun is never forgotten, right? So we want to make sure that we're building a network around what you're learning so that you have supports year round. So when we start on Wednesday with opening day, we start with an orientation in the morning to get people oriented to their track. We have sessions and workshops, and then we have a grand opening keynote at 1 o'clock. That's our Guy Kawasaki opening,
Mhm.
which we're really excited about. And then we will have the Evans High School Band march us into the
Amazing.
expo hall for 3 hours. So it's networking, it's getting to see content, it's getting to tour the hall, it's building, starting to build those relationships during a reception time. The EduGuardians are hosting a meetup at that time. So we've got lots of groups that are meeting and kind of converging in there. And that's really exciting. So then on Thursday, all day long, you can go to the expo hall. We start with a morning keynote. Dr. Saba Kunwa is going to be there along with a team from Forney ISD sharing some design thinking and how we're putting AI into action in schools, which is really exciting. And then the whole day goes from a coffee break all the way through a lunch break. If you have a session pass or an all access pass, we literally give you a gift card for lunch. We want you to go down and use the vendors in the hall, all the food vendors, pick out whatever you want, sit down and have a conversation with people. That's included all through the afternoon. The floor will be open as well. And then again on Friday, the floor will open in the morning with a coffee break. We have workshops and sessions going on all day that day, but we close at 1:00 with Tech Share Live, which is
Yes,
a huge favorite of
I
everyone.
can't wait.
And that keynote will be from 1:00 to 2:30. So that's our big finale. So it is nonstop learning, but we want you to take breaks. We want you to have those meals. We want you to have conversations because it's not just about getting the content and meeting the companies, but it's building a network around what you're learning that will support it all year long. So that's really why those little pieces are built in there. And honestly, we believe in the profession of education and we want to treat you as professionals. So come have an open bar reception with us, come have lunch with us.
Wonderful.
Those are the things that we want professionals to feel that they are valued as a part of this community and as attendees at FETC.
Absolutely. And I think one of the things that you also do is support all of the new individuals who are coming, or maybe some individuals that switch tracks. I know the Wednesday morning of all the tracks have an introduction at
Yes.
8:00. So for those who are new to FETC or want a refresher or switch different tracks,
Mhm.
tell us a little about the Wednesday 8:00.
Oh, yeah. So that's orientation. We have an orientation session. Featured speakers lead the orientations at 8:00. So you can learn that track. And then at 9:00, I also hold a first timers event. So if you're a first time, I'll kind of fill you in on some more scoop and make you feel like you're really at home. We want you to maximize the time you're at FETC. So we want you not only to be learning all day, but we also want you to know, how do you find the social events at night? Are you playing pickleball tournament on Tuesday? Are you going to Top Golf on Wednesday? Are you going? There's lots of social events every night that different companies are hosting that we want people to continue, building those networks in the evening as well. So we want the orientation to tell you how to maximize your schedule, how to find the content that you're looking for that meets your needs, how to find the companies and create those relationships while you're FETC, and then how to support each other year round. That's what's important too. So, it doesn't just stop, on January the 17th, it
Mhm.
continues year round.
Wonderful. And you mentioned something there. The first time, and I think the first event that'll hold a pickleball event, it'll be FETC Tuesday evening. I'm really excited about that. Like, where did that come from?
Well, what's funny is we're always, of course, listening to everybody. And then there's a great group of superintendents, and they're called FIT leaders. And so FIT leaders year round are really motivating, leaders and educators to stay fit and be healthy. We know that, your better physical health and mental health makes you better in your job, your family, and all your life balance. So, just a lot of fun, a lot of speakers. I know you and Carl play and we all
Absolutely. Can't
play.
wait.
So, once you get to know people and you want to do things that are fun together too. So I'm really impressed that Magic School AI, wants to sponsor something that incorporates both fitness and, business together, which is also, a lot of fun. But I know there's companies hosting different receptions all week. They're definitely from Top Golf to walks to all kinds of things that are happening. So you can follow Eric Kurtz. He creates a list of all
Hmm.
the things that happen after hours as well, which I recommend people to always follow Eric. And it's an amazing job he does, collecting all the different events that are happening. But, definitely I think what's really important is that before you go to any event, you need to know what your goals are, what you're trying to achieve when you're there, and then really personalize that learning experience. So, get the most out of it, maximize this experience, learn just for yourself, but also things you can take back. Because at the end of the day, it's all about what you're implementing when you get back to your school district that's making a difference in the lives of children.
Absolutely. Well, on behalf of every single attendee, I'm going to speak for them. I want to thank you for all that you do, all the work
Oh,
that you put in. I mean, we may see 0.5%, 0.05% of the work that you put in to make this happen. So thank you for all you do, for putting on this wonderful event and now sharing how everybody can interact and make the most out of it. So we are less than 2 weeks away. And I look forward to seeing you in Orlando. And thank you so much for spending time with us.
well, thank you very much. And I have to say thank you very much to our speakers, because it is the hard work and dedication of our speakers that make the content so rich. So much thought leadership will be happening this year. People will be discussing everything from artificial intelligence to what does the future look like for
Sure.
education? How are we going to reimagine education with a new administration? There's lots of exciting things to talk about. And it's a great way to kick off the year. So I'm really thankful to the speakers, especially you and all of our podcasters who are helping us get the word out there to help people have a better experience on site. So thank you so much, Matt. I really
Well,
appreciate it.
you're welcome. For all of you who are watching this opening episode, we are going to have many episodes. We have 15 pre-episodes to hear from all of our speakers and their sessions, and then we'll be podcasting live for 2 days in Orlando to share all the great learnings, get to meet new individuals and learn from their work, because this event brings many, as you heard, tracks together and experiences too. So Jenn, I look forward to seeing you at the pickleball courts on Tuesday night, and we're ready to kick off this year's
Absolutely.
FETC 2025.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. I
You're
appreciate
welcome. You're welcome.
it.